This morning, the USDA has approved cell-cultivated meat to be sold to the public for the first time. 2 cultivated meat producers now getting the green light to begin commercially selling their chicken, not raised on a farm, but in a facility.
I heard that you've been experimenting with herbs. Said yes. Well, I'm blind. I'm blind for 10, 11 years. If you make me see, I give you $1 million. I gave the man the substance. The man went home with the medicine. And the Wednesday, I winked my left eye. He said, you wink your left eye. I said, the man is seeing. At that point of my journey, I couldn't explain that. I know it's a bunch of herbs.
Let me tell you something they don't want you to know. Your body is filled with mucus, which is the root cause of most diseases. I've spent my entire life teaching people the truth, and now I'm here to issue you a warning that might alter everything. Stay tuned, because what I'm going to say could save your health and life.
Out of it, to heal that. Every disease begins right here. I mean right here. I don't care if you're blind or if you're insane. It's right here.
Why are we rushing to doctors for medicines when the Bible clearly states that herbs are for healing? What happened to that? Nature was far more powerful than maths, the ABCs, or science when humans lived in Africa. We could see clearly we were not blind like we are now. God provided everything we required right there. No rice, beans, wheat, pork, or fowl. None of this comes from Africa. All those things, they originated from laboratories in the West.
You're making chicken in there.
Yeah, so if you look at this is approximately a 200 plus liter tank. And we take cells from a chicken or an egg. It takes 2 weeks to grow the equivalent of 1 chicken, 1,000 chickens, or 100,000 chickens.
Nowadays, to eat those foods, you need to understand biochemistry to balance it out. But when we lived naturally, we didn't need that knowledge. Why? Because God doesn't create poison. When I first entered the alternative medicine arena, I made assertions that shook the medical community. My secret? Fighting mucus with a vegan-friendly diet of raw fruits, vegetables, grains, and nuts. That is how the great Hippocrates treated sickness almost 2,000 years ago. Hippocrates used herbs. Jesus used herbs. God said the herbs are for healing. So I ask you, why aren't we using herbs today?
He was very deadly ill. He had diabetes. He had asthma from birth. He was impotent at 28. And at 30, he had diabetes, asthma, obesity, and insanity. And with the help of Mexican people, I was cured. I decided to enter the field of natural medicine.
Let me tell you that the route to perfect health isn't located in a bottle of pills. It's right there on the side of your plate, in the very things most people ignore. My attitude has always been to embrace the green goodness that nature provides. So, if you're feeling under the weather, skip the pharmacy and head right to the vegetable section. Some have dubbed me a grifter, even a phony, but my fans view me as a storyteller with a talent for bringing others to health. Officially, I'm not a doctor by the usual standards, no white coats, no diplomas, but my journey speaks for itself. I battled through mental illness, impotence, obesity, and a laundry list of conditions like AIDS, cancer, and diabetes. And I didn't do it with pharmaceuticals. I did it with herbs, fasting, and a natural, plant-based diet.
But I didn't know that one day that I would become the person that I'm known for today as being the healer. I didn't know that.
You see, years ago, a Mexican herbalist diagnosed me with asthma, diabetes, impotence, and poor vision. Basically, a death sentence. That's when I began experimenting on myself with herbs and fasting. Not only did I heal, but I started sharing my methods with others. I used to weigh 291 pounds. Today, I'm just 120 pounds. And trust me, I've never felt better in my entire life. For more than 30 years, I've dedicated my life to discovering the incredible healing power of plants and herbs that are in harmony with nature. This trip resulted in what is now known as the Dr. Sebi diet. My approach is focused on an alkaline, plant-based diet combined with natural therapies for cleansing and alkalizing the body. I believe that mucus and acidity are at the basis of disease, and that lowering them via food allows the body to better protect itself, cleanse, and function optimally.
I said, it is required of us to maintain the pH at 6.9. At 7, which is the neutral zone, pH of 7 is neutral. And if it is slightly on the acid side, it's 6.9. And the reason why we maintain the pH at 6.9 is to keep the tubes of the boiler clean, that there will be no life form in there. But if the pH is 7.1, oh, now you're going to experience life. Life form will begin to accumulate in the tubes of the boiler, preventing the radiant heat or the convection heat from reaching the tubes.
The foods you choose play a crucial role. Animal products, they're out. Instead, my diet emphasizes specific vegetables, fruits, grains, nuts, seeds, oils, and herbs that naturally support an alkaline state. The foods I recommend are low in calories, except for nutrient-rich options like nuts, seeds, avocados, and oils, so you can eat freely without worrying about excess calories or weight gain. To properly enjoy this lifestyle, you must adhere to a few key guidelines. Only eat foods specified on my nutritional guide, drink at least a gallon of water each day, take my supplements 1 hour before any prescriptions, and avoid all animal products, alcohol, and wheat. Choose naturally grown cereals, avoid microwaving, and stay away from canned or seedless fruits. With these principles, your body will flourish in its natural alkaline state.
I said that if life was so powerful that it could exist in a temperature of 450 degrees, then the herbs that heal would have to be alkali on 7+ instead of acid 6.9.
When it comes to cooking, I prefer to use still water, not for drinking, but for making food. You see, this water has a pH of 7, and drinking it on a regular basis might deplete your minerals. However, it is perfectly okay for cooking purposes. When it comes to drinking water, you want something naturally alkaline. Anything done by Mother Nature is beneficial to you. However, when alkalinity is created mechanically, such as through osmosis, it might be damaging to your health. Allow nature to perform its magic for your wellness. My diet consists primarily of veggies such as avocado, kale, bell peppers, and wild arugula. A vegetable and fruit-rich diet can lower blood pressure, reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke, and even help prevent certain types of cancer. It also promotes healthy digestion and blood sugar levels, which helps to control your hunger. I try to incorporate enough fruits in my meals, such as apples, bananas, dates, and Seville oranges. These fruits include fiber, which is essential for lowering cardiovascular disease and obesity. Furthermore, they include vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals that act as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents. An apple a day, for example, does more than keep the doctor away. It can help lower your blood pressure, cholesterol, and reduce inflammation, all of which are critical for maintaining a healthy heart. Bananas offer a great source of potassium and vitamin B6, while oranges deliver vitamin C, folate, and more potassium. Eating these fruits regularly supplies your body with the nutrients it needs to thrive.
Let me investigate further to see which are the alkali herbs. And I begin to see that burdock, yellow dock, Also the elderberry. These are alkali plants. Also the Virginia snake root. That's alkali.
In addition, grains such as quinoa and wild rice play a significant role in my diet. Whole grains have an essential component known as fiber, which not only improves the health of the heart, but also helps digestion in a variety of different ways. Incorporating these grains into your diet will help lower your risk of developing cardiovascular disease, which is the leading cause of death internationally. In order to fully realize the possibilities of a plant-based diet, it is essential to allow nature to provide you with nourishment and healing. To begin, fiber is an essential component of my diet. Furthermore, it helps reduce the likelihood of constipation by increasing the volume of your stools. Probiotics are a form of fiber that can be found in grains. These prebiotics provide nourishment to the beneficial bacteria that live in your gut, which are necessary for maintaining digestive health. Additionally, I am a firm believer in the benefits of nuts and seeds, including raw sesame seeds, walnuts, and hemp. Protein, good fats, fiber, vitamins, and minerals are all found in high concentrations in these. Due to the fact that their fats are not completely absorbed, they not only help to keep a healthy heart, but they also contribute to the maintenance of a healthy body weight.
I have been struggling with weight since 1964. I was 291 pounds. Now, I only weigh 120, and I'm 6'2". I wanted to know what it would be like to be on the other side of being big.
This allows for improved management of food intake. Nuts and seeds include a variety of nutrients, including unsaturated fats, which may be beneficial in preventing cardiovascular disease and diabetes. The consumption of herbal teas such as chamomile, fennel, and ginger is a consistent component of my routine. Numerous studies have demonstrated that drinking these teas can strengthen your immune system, reduce inflammation, and possibly protect you from developing cancer and cardiovascular disease. Although there are some teas that offer more pronounced benefits than others, drinking herbal tea on a regular basis can have a significant impact on your general health and wellness. At this point, allow me to explain sea moss to you. Chlorophyll, omega-3 fatty acids, and potassium chloride are all components of this marine marvel, which is a powerful immune system strengthening agent. It fights inflammation and mucus with the enthusiasm of a well-trained bodyguard, thereby supporting your body in its fight against infections. I have a video of me falling to the ground and getting back up as a child when I was in my 80s. I live by this, and I even have a video of me doing it. There are persons who are half my age who are unable to move in such a manner, and I believe that sea moss is to blame.
And I want to see the benefits of it, because I've been told that there is such thing as the standard weight per height measure.
Yeah.
But we cannot live by those measures.
You're
Those things
6'2" and 120.
That's all I weigh, 120 pounds.
It became a habit for me to examine my knees first thing in the morning. Sea moss had always been responsible for maintaining the strength of my bones and joints, so if they were experiencing discomfort, I knew that something was amiss. The natural potassium iodide, potassium bromide, and silica that it contains make it comparable to what you would call sustenance for your bones. Believe me when I say that sea moss is the nicest thing I've ever tasted, because it is alive, and it also guarantees that you will remain alive. Ocean moss, man, that is the key to success. As the core concept of the alkaline electric diet, the consumption of meals that cause the body to produce the least amount of mucus is the most important thing to do. When there is an accumulation of mucus, inflammation begins to develop, and inflammation is the root cause of a significant number of illnesses. There are a variety of conditions that may be traced back to an excessive amount of mucus in the body. These conditions include asthma, diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. Consuming meals that do not result in the production of mucus and that assist the body in eliminating waste, which means getting rid of everything that it does not require anymore, is something that I recommend people to do. My encouragement to folks to consume meals is based on this particular rationale. You want to have strong bones and knees that are in good condition, don't you like? In any circumstance, you are obligated to uphold the principles that I instruct you to follow. My diet has been the subject of a great deal of debate in recent times due to the fact that it places rigorous restrictions on the foods that you are permitted to consume and those that you are not permitted to consume.
At the ending of September, I told him, I said, you know, you're singing, you feel good, you're looking good, I'm leaving. He said, don't leave me. I said, why? He said, I want you by my side, but I have a business to build. But I love Michael. Michael's beautiful. Beautiful brother.
What did you do for him?
What I did for him was this. I gave Michael an intracellular chelation. An intracellular chelation means that I'm going to clean every cell that makes up every organ that totally is biological.
The consumption of some fruits and vegetables, as well as animal products, grains, beans, and lentils, is strictly prohibited. This includes the ingestion of vegetables and fruits. In light of the rigorous nature of the diet, it is almost as if one is playing a game of dietary roulette. Cherry and plum tomatoes are allowed, while beefsteak and Roma tomatoes are not. Cherry tomatoes and plum tomatoes allowed. Be sure to avoid mentioning it. For many people, mealtimes can feel like a difficulty because it can be tough to keep to such a strict routine. Because of this, mealtimes can feel like a challenge. I want you to believe me when I say that it is absolutely necessary for your health. When it comes to issues that go beyond medicine and diet, I have always advocated for the right to love oneself and to have emotional freedom wherever possible. It is true that when the mind is healthy, the body will begin to follow suit.
In this conversation about these herbs. So Maha said to me that there could be something locked someplace that prevents us from accomplishing the goals that Jesus Christ and Hippocrates accomplished. When I went to work that night, I found it.
Despite the fact that my alkaline diet has not been validated by the scientific community through the use of studies and data, a significant number of people who have followed it have reported experiencing wonderful results such as weight loss, cleansing, and relief from chronic diseases. After making the move from the Western diet, which is high in sugar and processed foods, to my plant-based approach, many individuals reported feeling lighter and healthier after making the changeover. I was wondering if you had ever thought about giving my diet a try. Do you already wish to be with me? Kindly share your thoughts with me in the comments section that can be found below. In order to receive additional teachings from me, you should subscribe to this channel. Additionally, you should make sure that the notification bell is turned on so that you are never without a video. The fact that you watched is well appreciated.